Hey Gallatin Valley, it's EJ with the Gallatin Valley Land Trust, sending you a big virtual hug through the phone. I know this is a really, really scary time, and we've been thinking about the value of the outdoors when we feel scared and anxious and worried. We do know that being outside is going to make you feel better, and it's going to help you move your body for your physical health. It's going to help your mental health. There's fresh air, the birds are chirping, the mountains are still beautiful. We're so fortunate to live here and be able to get outside even while we are staying at home. However, the governor did do a stay-at-home order last night, and we wanted to make sure we were really clear and sharing the same messages that the governor is sharing and the city and the health department around best practices and staying safe in the outdoors. So we have a couple things we want to share with you. They are current as of today. They may change, but for now, we are asking you to absolutely get outside, but use some of the following precautions. So when you're outside, please do the normal things you're doing already. Wash your hands. Wash your hands before you go outside. Wash your hands when you get back. Don't touch your face. Social distancing absolutely still applies outside. Just because you're outside doesn't mean you can gather in big groups together. So if you are going to go to a trail with someone, it needs to be a very small group, 1-2 people. Do not carpool. When you get to the trailhead, please keep your distance. If you see people on the trail, please step aside, give them the space they need to feel safe, and find a way to create some distance when you're on the trail. When you are out there, we're asking that you avoid the backcountry, which I know might be kind of challenging for those of you who love to get out there. But what we heard from Governor Bullock was that we need to be really mindful of the first responders that are on the front lines and taking care of people. The last thing we want is for them to have to stop what they're doing and do a rescue in the backcountry for some kind of injury. So please use your best judgment and don't put yourself in situations that might be dangerous. We are asking you to spread out a little bit. So we noticed last weekend that the favorite trails in Drinking Horse, Pete's Hill, the M were incredibly busy. And we know why. It's because they're great and you like going to them, and we are creatures of habit and we go over and over to the same places. But now is a great opportunity to start exploring some other trails. We have a great online trail map at gvlt.org that we have worked on with the city of Bozeman. That's gonna have all the trails, things in and around your neighborhood you might not even know about. This is a great time to explore things right out your back door. And if you are gonna go a little bit farther away, consider not going to the trailheads that you know are gonna be really busy. We have so many places to go in this valley, so spread out. It's the springtime, so it's a little muddy out there, and normally we would tell you, please do not use muddy trails at all. And while we certainly want you to consider that, right now just getting outside is more important than anything. If you can, please still do avoid muddy trails. A great way to do that is by going in the morning when the trails are still gonna be rather frozen and hard. That's gonna prevent some of the damage that we're seeing. It's also a good way to go at a time of day when there's not gonna be as many people out there. We want you to pack out your trash if you can. So the city of Bozeman assured us they're still emptying trash cans and dog waste stations, but every time their staff are out there doing that, they are putting themselves at risk. And because our trails are getting so much use, a lot of those trash cans are getting pretty full. So if you can, please pack out your trash, pack out your dog waste, and throw it away when you get home. When you are out there, avoid those high-touch surfaces, benches, trash cans, bathrooms, playgrounds. Those are gonna be places that you want to avoid. Stick to the trails, keep moving. We are going to ask you to think twice about visiting our state parks. They are amazing resources, but they're also getting a lot of use and a lot of pressure. Same philosophy as our City of Bozeman staff. We want to keep those park staff safe, and the more they have to go there to take care of those facilities and the trash cans, they're putting themselves at risk. So please consider avoiding the state parks if you can, or using them sparingly. The national parks are closed, so don't try going to Yellowstone. You're gonna get turned around. This, like I said before, is a great time to explore the trails that are right outside your back door. We know that a lot of you have kids and you're staying at home and trying to find ways to keep them entertained. We encourage you to think about the outdoors as a classroom or as an art studio. There are so many great ideas out there on the internet around lessons you can do around the outdoors, materials you can gather for craft projects. We've shared some of those resources on our social media and encourage you to use those, find others. The outdoors can be a great place for you to let your kids get their sillies out and also do some education. Okay, that is the bulk of our guidelines around staying outside. Remember, social distancing, 6 feet apart, even when you're outdoors. The last thing I want to mention around guidelines outside is something that I think we do really well already, and that is being kind to each other on the trails. Every time I go visit another community, I'm always struck at how awesome people in Bozeman are in the Gallatin Valley around just saying hi, giving a smile, making eye contact. Now more than ever, when we're socially isolated in our homes, a walk outside and a smile from a neighbor or even a stranger is going to mean so much. So please keep your distance, but still smile, still say hi, and please be kind. When you're out there this weekend, we hope that you will take some pictures, post them on your social media, tag GVLT. You can use the hashtag that we're starting to use, Essential Outdoors, for us to aggregate all the photos of your adventures. And we want to share those with the community. We want to show how you're using the outdoors safely. The last message I want to share is just that we know that we will get through this. I know it's a very scary time. There's a lot of uncertainty, but Montanans are incredibly resilient and our community will recover. We are very good at taking care of each other. And I've seen some really beautiful things happening online. I don't have all the answers, but I do know that we will find another side of this. And so I hope that you can join me in thinking about the future, thinking about the new beginnings in the spring right around the corner. Let's show the governor and show all of our community that we can be outside safely. Other states have had to close some of their outdoor recreational opportunities because people weren't being safe. And I know that we can do it in the right way. I know that we can make sure that this is a resource that we can use during these really challenging times. So please be kind to each other, be well, get outside, and we'll see you out there this weekend. Sending you all the love, Gallatin Valley.